Everyone, this is Alfa Somani, and we are here with chapter number 3, a very beautiful poem, Rain on the Roof. So, this poem is about rain, and this poem is about the thoughts and memories which come to the poet's mind when it is raining, when he listens to the sound of rain, and the memories and the thoughts and the dreams which come to his mind. The poem is all about that. Okay, so we have completed the first paragraph of it, and we have also done the literary devices or the figures of speech which were mentioned in the first paragraph. Now we will continue with the second one. Let's continue with the second paragraph. Let's start. Every tinkle on the shingles. Before this paragraph, what has happened? There are dark clouds over the starry spheres, means there are dark clouds over the over the sky filled with stars, and the darkness is weeping. So it feels as if the darkness is weeping in the form of rain. So rain is being compared with tears. So it feels like darkness is shedding its tears. Okay, in the form of rain. Darkness जो है वो रो रही है. So darkness, how will darkness cry? In the form of rain. So during when all this is happening, the poet feels so comfortable to lie on a pillow on his bed in his bedroom. Okay, so the poet is so comfortable, and this is his schedule. Whenever it rains, what he does, he goes to his bed and he starts imagining things, and so many thoughts and so many imaginations, so many dreams, they start coming to his mind whenever it rains, and he lies on his bedroom in a on a pillow. Okay, so now the poet is lying down on a bed, on a pillow, and what is happening now? We will listen. We will know. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in my heart. Also, children, just take out your pencils as you did tomorrow and write out the meanings of these sentences in front of in this space or wherever you find in this space or in this space you can find write out the meaning of these words of these sentences, and also the literary devices which we will discuss in afterwards after this paragraph. Okay. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in my heart. Echo, as we discussed, when your voice is getting repeated in a room, that is called an echo. Echo means आपकी आवाज जो गूंजती है, गूंज होती है उसको हम echo कहते हैं. Every tinkle. So tinkle here is what? Tinkle is the sound of the rain. Raindrops. When the small raindrops they fall, they sound like tin 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 tin. So tin 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 की जो आवाज है, that is called tinkling. Okay. Tinkling means कोई भी चीज जो टन टन करके थोड़ी बजती है, that is called as tinkling. Okay. That sound is called as tinkle. Every tinkle on the shingles. Now, what is shingle? Shingle is uh, when on roof you place some tiles. So those tiles are called as shingles. So whenever rain falls on these tiles, the sound of tinkle is produced. Okay, this tinkling sound is produced whenever the rain falls on these tiles, on these shingles. Every tinkle on the shingles. Okay, so every tinkle, जब भी एक एक जो बूंद है, whenever जब हर बूंद गिरती है, has an echo in my heart. Okay, so whenever the drops keep on falling on the roof, they have an echo in my heart. तो वो मेरा हार्ट के अंदर the echo it produces an echo in my heart. So वो हार्ट के अंदर एक गूंज वो प्रोड्यूस करती है, उससे एक गूंज होती है हार्ट के अंदर. Echo means what? Repeating sound, right? So when a sound is getting repeated, that's an echo. So whenever, with each and every drop, with the noise, with the sound of each and every drop, what happens? It produces an echo in the heart of the पोएट. ओके, जब भी हर एक ड्रॉप गिरती है तो उसके हार्ट में, पोएट के हार्ट में, दिल में एक गूंज प्रोड्यूस करती है. गूंज प्रोड्यूस करने का मतलब क्या है? जैसे जैसे बूंदे गिरती है और उसके दिल में गूंज प्रोड्यूस करती है. गूंज प्रोड्यूस करने का मतलब दिल में कुछ गूंजेगा नहीं, उसके दिल में उसके मन में जो है बार बार रिपीट होने लग जाती हैं, बार बार जो मेमोरीज हैं वो रिपीट होने लग जाती हैं, बार बार नए नए ड्रीम्स आने लग जाते हैं. कहने का मतलब इसका ये है कि हर बारिश के साथ, हर बारिश जो है it brings memories to the poet. पोएट के दिमाग में ड्रीम्स और मेमोरीज आने लग जाते हैं हर बारिश के साथ, हर बारिश की बूंद के साथ. With every twinkle of the rain. Okay, it brings memories into the poet's heart. And a thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start, and they bring memories to the heart of the poet every time. So these tinkles, they bring memories to the heart of the poet, and also they bring so many thousand dreamy fancies, so many thousand dreams. Fancies means imaginations. Okay, so these things, these rains, they bring dreams to the poet's heart, and they also bring so many imaginations to poet's heart. And a thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start. Okay, busy being means what? Being means the human being. Okay, and who is the human being here? The poet is the human being. And a thousand dreamy fancies, and बहुत सारे dreams and बहुत सारे fancies, बहुत सारे imaginations, they start coming to whom? They start coming to a being. They start, they start into whom? They start into the poet. They start into the human being who is the poet here. यहाँ तो लोगों के मन में, पोएट के मन में बहुत सारे ड्रीम्स आने लग जाते हैं, बहुत सारे इमेजिनेशंस आने लग जाते हैं with the every tinkle, with the every drop of the rain. Drop means बारिश की बूंद. Okay, and tinkle means the sound which is produced when a rain drops. Okay, जब बारिश गिरती है, बारिश की बूंद गिरती है और तब जो sound produce होती है, जब जो आवाज produce होती है, that is called as tinkle. Okay, we are clear with the rain and we are clear with the tinkle. Okay, and a thousand recollections. Okay, so we are here into busy being start. Okay, so thousand dreams and thousand imaginations, they come into poet's heart with the rain. And a thousand recollections. Recollections means memories. Okay, when you recollect something means when you recollect, आप कोई चीज आप recollect कर रहे हो, आप फिर से collect कर रहे हो. Collect करना मतलब इकट्ठा करना, and recollect करना मतलब फिर से इकट्ठा करना. So when something keeps repeating to your mind, that is called as a memory. वो याद बन जाती है, right? So and a thousand recollections means memories. और बहुत सारी memories, they weave their air threads into woof. Okay, so woof means what? बुना हुआ कोई कपड़ा, बुनी हुई कोई चीज होती है, that is called as woof. Okay, weave means बुनना and air threads means धागे. Okay, so thousand recollections, बहुत सारी thousands of memories, what they do, they weave. वो क्या बुनती हैं? They weave. वो ऐसा लगता है जैसे कि कपड़े में धागे बुन रही हो. Okay, so many recollections, it seems as if they are weaving a thread. They are weaving thread into a cloth. Okay, जैसे कोई भी cloth है वो कैसे बनता है? It is formed with weaving of threads, right? So it seems as if so many memories are weaving together, so many memories are coming together, and they are making a cloth out of it. Cloth means what? Memories cannot form a cloth, right? So it seems as if memories are coming together and they are getting weaved together. वो जो है एक साथ इकट्ठी हो रही है, बहुत सारी मेमोरीज, बहुत सारी यादें, and they are being weaved. वो बहुत सारे इकट्ठे होके वो they are weaving. As I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof, and all this happens when the poet is listening to the patter sound of the rain upon the roof. When the rain is pattering on the poet's roof, all this is happening to him. So what is happening to him? He is listening to the all the tinkles, okay, all the tinkles which are falling on the on the roof. They are bringing memories to his heart. They are bringing thousand dreamy fancies, thousand dreams and thousand imaginations to his heart. And they are also bringing thousand recollections. They are also bringing thousand memories to the thousand memories. What do they start weaving into him. बहुत सारी जो memories हैं, they start coming together, and all this happens when he is listening to the patter on the rain upon the roof, and he is listening to the pattering sound, and he is listening to the sound of the raindrops on the roof. Okay, so let's find out the literary devices or the figures of speech into this paragraph. Every tinkle. Okay, so tinkle means what? Tinkle is the sound of the raindrop. Okay, so tinkle is the word which explains in the sound itself. Tinkle means sound of the raindrop or sound of the raindrop. How is the sound of the raindrop? It is tintin, right? So tinkle means tintin wali jo sound hoti hai, that. So tinkle here, what is used? An onomatopoeia it is. So mark this word out and mark it is an onomatopoeia. Okay. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in my heart. Okay, so every tinkle, it has an echo in the poet's heart. It brings an echo in the poet's heart. And a thousand dreamy fancies. Okay, and a thousand dreamy fancies means what? There are a thousand dreams, there are a thousand imaginations. Into busy being start. Busy being, which sound is getting repeated here? The B sound is getting repeated here. So it is an alliteration. Okay, so mark busy being as an alliteration. Into busy being start, and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof. Okay, and the thousand recollections. What are recollections doing? What are memories doing? Recollections means memories. So, what are memories doing? They are weaving their air threads. Memories are weaving their threads. Memories क्या कर रही है? बुन रही है. Weave means बुनना. मेमोरीज आर वीविंग देयर थ्रेड्स. मेमोरीज जो है वो बुन रही हैं धागे. ओके, सो क्या मेमोरीज धागे बुन सकती है? नो, राइट? अ ह्यूमन कैन वीव, memories cannot weave. So here you are giving a human-like characteristics to woo to recollections. Okay, we are giving a human-like characteristic like as such as weaving to recollections. Okay, recollections को यहाँ पे क्या किया है? It is being personified here. Okay, so recollections weave their threads. Recollections cannot weave, humans can weave, right? So, this quality of humans, this feature of humans, a human like quality is being given to recollections. A human like quality of weaving is given to a non living thing, which is recollections. So, recollections are weaving, recollections cannot weave, but we are writing here recollections are weaving. So, that means recollections are being personified here, and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof. As I listen to the patter on of the rain upon the roof. Okay. So also see and lie listening to the patter. As I listen to the patter again, this line was getting repeated in the first paragraph. This line is getting repeated again in the second paragraph. So when a line gets repeated again and again into the poem, it is called as refrain. Refrain, refrain. Okay. So when a line it keeps getting repeated into a poem, it is called as refrain. So this is a refrain here. कि ये सब कब हो रहा है? When the poet is listening to the patter. ये सब कब हो रहा है? When the poet is listening to the patter. Okay, so this line is getting repeated in the poem. That's why it is called as refrain. Okay, so mark it up as refrain. These two lines. Okay, so the third paragraph. Now in memory comes my mother. Okay, so when the poet is still lying on the bed, and what happens now? Now in memory comes his mother. So now he is thinking about his mother. Now he is getting a memory. अब उसको उसकी mother की याद आ रही है. As she used in years agone. So जैसे उसकी उसकी mother जो है, she's years agone. मतलब the mother is not anymore now. The mother is dead now, but he is remembering her mother now. To regard the darling dreamers. Okay. Ere she left them till the dawn. Okay, so now what mother used to do? Now in memory comes my mother. So now who comes to the memory of the poet? The mother of the poet comes to his memory. It now reminds him of his mother, as she used in years agone. So the mother is not alive anymore, and she used to come in his memories years before also. So before also she used to come to his memory, and now she is also coming to his memory again. Who? The mother of the poet is coming to his memory again. To regard the darling dreamers, ere she left them till the dawn. Okay, so ere means he what? Before. Okay, in Old English, before was written as ere, ere. Okay, so what the mother used to do? To regard the darling dreamers. So mother was very nice, and she let the darling dreamers. Darling dreamers means what? The children who keep dreaming. Okay, so the darling dreamers means the children who keep dreaming till the dawn. बच्चे जो बहुत सुबह तक सोते रहते हैं उनको वो उठाती नहीं थी कौन? Mother. So she used to let them sleep. She used to let them sleep that okay, and she never used to wake up in the dawn. Dawn means what? जो एकदम सुबह सुबह होती है, भोर जिसे कहते हैं, that is called as dawn. Okay. So the mother used to let these darling dreamers, so mother used to let these her kids, her children, and who used to dream, and she used to let them dream till the dawn. She never used to wake them up, and she used to let them dream till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me. Who's I here? The poet is I. Okay. Oh, I feel her fond look on me. Fond look means what? Dear look. Fond means lovable. Okay. So now the poet feels as if she is looking at him from the sky. Okay, so the poet, she's not anymore. The mother of poet is not anymore. And the poet now feels that her mother is looking at him from the sky. He can feel her lovable look on him from the sky. As I listen to this refrain, okay, as I listen to, list means here, listen. Okay, so as I listen to this refrain, refrain, as I told you, refrain means the repetition of lines. And here, this word refrain means what? Repetition of the raindrops. Okay, so when the raindrops keep falling, it seems as if it is getting repeated. Okay, so when the poet listens to this repetition of raindrops, poet listens to this rain which is played upon the shingles. So this repetition, this raindrops, and where it is played, this refrain is played upon the shingles, on the rooftop, on the tiles which are placed on the rooftop by the patter of the rain. Okay, so when the poet listens to these raindrops, when the poet listens to these raindrops falling on his rooftop, what happens to him? The memory of his mother comes to him. He is now reminded of his mother, who is not anymore, who is not alive anymore. And what she used to do, she used to let the children sleep. She used to let the children sleep, and she never used to wake them up before the dawn. सुबह तक उनको सोने देती रहती थी. She never used to wake them up. She never used to wake the dreamers. She used to let them dream. Okay. So by the end of this third paragraph, we see that the rain reminds the poet of his mother. Okay, so the rain reminds the poet of his mother. So various thoughts, various imaginations, various dreams were you coming to the poet's mind, and he says that many dreams were coming to my mind, and one dream, one memory of my mother also comes to me whenever I listen to the rains. Okay, whenever he listens to this refrain, refrains means repetition. Okay, repetition of what we are talking about? We're talking about the repetition of the raindrops. We're talking about the repetition of the rains. So whenever rain comes, the memory of his mother comes to his mind. Okay, children, so let's do the literary figures in the paragraph number 3. So now in memory comes my mother. So you know which literary figure it is. Memory comes my mother. So M sound is getting repeated here. So this is alliteration. Okay. So here it is alliteration. As she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers. Okay, so darling dreamers again it is. Darling dreamers, the D sound is getting repeated. So it is an alliteration again. When I say darling dreamers, you know, it is alliteration here. As she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me. Okay, the poet can feel her fond look. Fond means what? Lovable look. Okay, so poet could also write here, love, lovely like that. But why has he written feel her fond? To make it an alliteration, to make it sound more rhythmic. Okay, so feel her fond also is the repetition of F sound, and it's an alliteration here. Okay, वो कुछ और भी लिख सकता था, right? He could write feel her lovely look on me. No, but why has he used this word fond here? To make it an alliteration. उसको एक alliteration बनाने के लिए, the poem को एक rhythmic tone देने के लिए, he has used the F sound, the repetition of F sound here. So this is also an alliteration. As I listen to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Okay, so again, this line is getting repeated by, this one. As I listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Again, as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Okay, so this line is getting repeated and repeating again and again in the poem. So it's a refrain. I told you about the another figure of speech, which is refrain. Okay, so which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Again and again, the poet is using this line as in the first paragraph he has used as I lie listening to the patter. In the second word line, he has used as I listen to the patter, and in the third paragraph he has used by the patter of the rain. Okay, so this line he is using again and again in the poem. So this is called as a refrain. Refrain. Okay. Okay, children, so that's all about today's lecture, and we will continue with this poem. We will continue with the exercise of this poem in the next class. Thank you so much for today's lecture, and we will meet in the next class.